Great morning and happy Monday. This is Kristen Young, the marriage enthusiast, with your Monday morning marriage minded message from Living the Vows. So, last week we were talking about shifting your language, and I wanted to kind of continue with that just a little bit because there is one word that is so detrimental to relationships. One word that is so detrimental to relationships. And it's one of those undercover words. Most people don't even realize how dangerous this one word is. But we use it all the time. And believe it or not, I used it just now. So the word is but. The word is but. But is one of the most conditional words that we use on a daily basis, multiple times a day. And we use it so much in our relationships, especially when we're in a space where we are working through challenges. And sometimes it's when we're so unconscious of how we're using it because we use it so frequently. So let me give you some examples. When I talk about the word but and how frequently it's used and how detrimental it is, when we are in a space where we are working through some challenges in a relationship, you come up against a challenge and you may be genuinely working together on it. It's not so much that it's a heated conversation, but definitely if it is a heated conversation, see, I just used it again. We use the word but because we are defending ourselves. We're constantly in that space of how do I get my point across? How do I defend myself? So we'll say things like, I love you, but when you do this with this, and this, it really pisses me off. And you know, we could be in a better space, but you didn't follow through on your end of the bargain. We could have more money saved in the bank, but you went out with your boys last night and you da. You know, so we use the but to be defensive, and we're constantly looking at how do I defend myself, how do I stand firm on who I am, on where I am, how do I protect myself, how do I win this situation. Bottom line is that's what it boils down to. How do I win? And then, as I mentioned before, when you're dealing with that joking situation, or a lot of times when we're unconscious of how negative we're being, we'll say things like, yeah, I love him, but he get on my nerves, or he gets on my nerves, but I love him anyway. We have to be mindful. We have to go back to what I said, shifting that language, but being mindful of how often we are using these conditions. Because when we get married, we allege that we are going to love in sickness and in health, in richer or for poor, for better or for worse, point blank until death. So if that is truly what we're going to do, because that's what you said, and for many of you, it's on video, you have pictures, you have 100 witnesses who heard you say it, we have to get in the space where we live it. We have to get to the space where we believe it. We have to get to the space where we know it without a shadow of a doubt that we are willing to live unconditionally with our spouses. The only way you're truly going to grow deeper in your marriage and really get to that intimate sweet spot in your marriage is when you can take the cape off, when you can take your guard down and simply say, I am willing to love you unconditionally. Yes, you've hurt my feelings, but and let me shift that. I'm going to show you how we're going to move that. Yes, you've hurt my feelings, and I'm going to love you anyway. Let's get rid of the but. And I'm going to love you anyway. Let's focus on how we can shift those conditions out of our marriage, shift those conditions out of our mindset so that we can focus on what's really important, focus on what the true purpose is, focus on what brought you together, focus on where you are going. Continue to stay focused, continue to stay clear on your path, so you can get rid of all of the conditions that are going to hold you back, all of those conditions that are going to be a running tab of why you need to put your guard back up, why you need to put your boxing gloves back on. Take them off. You are married. You are married. You are a team. We get so caught up in defending our rights and who we are and our points of views. That's not what your marriage is for. You're supposed to work together. You signed up to be on one side, on one team. So why are we spend so much time opposing one another? We waste so much energy, so many resources, so much love, so simply because we're not working together on the same team. We can't get past the fact that you've hurt me, and this is part of the process, and we will get over it, and we will get better through this, and we will get through this faster and easier if I let that go, if I address it and move on, if I continue to keep my defenses gone. So I want to encourage you to leave the but out of your marriage. Get to that space where you can take the conditions off. Get to that space where you are mindful of your conditional language, mindful of your conditional thoughts, and shift them. You have an opportunity to make them unconditional. You have an opportunity to journal them away. You have an opportunity to meditate them away. You have an opportunity to talk them away. Get them away. Do what is necessary for you to let them go. Completely let them go. Release them and love like you've never loved before. So know that I love you. I am grateful for you. If this is beneficial to you, please share this with someone else that you know can benefit from this video. And please email us, yes@livingthevows.com. Let us know. We want to hear from you. Let us know how this is helpful to you and what you need more of, because that's exactly what Living the Vows is all about. We are here to help you move those frustrations into flirtations within 90 days. You can have a flirtatious marriage. You don't have to let go of all the warm and fuzzy feelings simply because time has moved on. That's your opportunity to grow closer. That's the opportunity to grow the warm and fuzzies through your experiences and through your unconditional love. So enjoy your Monday. Have a fantastic week. Love intentionally, live purposefully, and I will see you next Monday.